Nostalgia really hits you, especially when it is something that is closely connected to your heart. Sometimes we would rather choose something because they hold a special place in our hearts rather than choose a high budget project just because. For instance, some people would rather choose games that have pixelated graphics because of how close to home it feels. And with the game that we are about to mention to you, you'll surely miss home with this one. Hello Internet and welcome to another video from your favorite channel, Crypto Cash Out. This channel is dedicated to bring you the latest news and information about everything that surrounds the blockchain. We love sharing information about blockchain games in this channel because we are crypto fans. But please do not take what we say in this video as financial advice. We would love to make it clear that we are not financial advisors nor are we experts on the field. At the end of the day, it is you who must make a decision in investing or not. Please be responsible and do additional research after this video. Sometimes in gaming, people prefer the challenge, but there are those just like me that would much rather have a gaming experience that allows them to be laid back and relaxed. I mean, after all, that is what gaming is supposed to be, a pastime for people to enjoy. But it is really clear that there are infuriating games such as the soul-like games that are meant to be hard to give people challenges. That is why pixelated games such as Era Spheres are adored because of how simplistic the core game can be. But don't you worry, as the rabbit hole for mechanics in this game can go so much deeper. So, what is Era Spheres? Era Spheres is an all-in-one action game where you can do everything. It is an MMORPG game where you can battle bosses, claim land, make allies, and the best part, have opportunities to earn in this game. You don't want to miss out on this one. That is why we are going to talk more about this in this video. Era Spheres is a pixelated experience to the 2D MMORPG genre that is making some noise in the industry. But don't let the pixelated graphics fool you for easy gameplay, as it can be difficult and challenging at times. The game is set in a dark fantasy world which can be compared to the games of the past such as RuneScape and whatnot. It is a very fun game with lots of room for growth in the future. Before we head on any further, let us meet the team behind and development behind the game. From what we know at the moment, Era Spheres is being developed by Node Seeds, which is a venture capital that is tokenized. The capital has been around for quite some time and has invested in early blockchain projects. Era Spheres is one of the Node Seeds' first games, and it looks like they are having a blast creating their first game. Lots of room for them in the gaming industry. Florian Hermet is the founder and CEO of Node Seeds, and he has a lot of say in the direction where Era Sphere will go in the future. With his vision for the game, Era Spheres is truly in good hands. Alongside him, we have Vincent Metalio, who is the senior game artist and animator for the game. Vincent is an expert in the field that he even teaches animation to those aspiring ones who want to learn how to do it. Overall, they have good people in their core team. They are experienced and we would really love to talk more about them, but it would just take quite a while. We highly suggest that you can go check out their website and learn more about them. They have their LinkedIn posted if you click on their names. This may be Node Seeds' first game, but don't you worry too much as they have the guidance from the greats in the field. They are having advice from Gene Curcio, a crypto veteran, Brox Leon, a well-known gamer, and Josh Jones, a wise marketer. Each of them has a lot to unpack and are respected in their own rights. Again, go look at their website if you want to learn more. Going back to the game, Era Spheres is based on the Solana ecosystem and you are tasked to traverse the dark land of the world. You will have to fight for justice and fight for the survival of humans. But you are not alone. You'll be fighting alongside other people. Together, you must battle against the bosses of the dungeons and explore the lands together. As you journey together, you must share loot amongst yourselves in order to be stronger and be more prepared for the next fight. The main concept is super fun and there is a lot of flexibility when choosing how you will explore each time out. Now, how will you earn in the game? Well, since it is an MMORPG game, one of the most basic ways of earning in the game is by participating in dungeon exploration. But again, you are not alone in this one as you can team up with 2 other players and collaborate with your classes, which we'll talk more about in a bit. You must battle together and do everything to finish the dungeon completely in one piece, hopefully. If you die in the game, a portion of your tokens will be lost. But where will it go? It will be distributed among the land where you died. This is a feature that is already present in some blockchain RPGs out there. If you bought land in the game, you will own this land because it is an NFT. This land will be the land that is where people and players will walk on and do battle. If they died on that land, a portion of their tokens will be distributed to the landowners of where they died. The neat part is that you are ensured that you will earn passive income this way. Of that token lost by the player that died, 80% will directly go to the landowner. The remaining 20% will be distributed as staking rewards for all the landowners in the game. Amazing way to earn passive income. But it is also great to strategically place your land in areas that will be the center point of all battles that are happening in the game, to ensure that you will have the 80%. However, you can also earn a boss NFT, and if they get a kill, you will also get a reward for owning them. Kind of neat if you ask me. All that talk about the tokens, why don't we continue our discussion with the tokens in Era Spheres? There are two main tokens in the game. The first main token used for governance in the game is called Era Token, and it is very useful in the world of Era Spheres. So yes, Era is going to be used for governance, and it is always great to have governance in your game. With governance, you can have a say in how the future will be shaped. It is important as a developer to listen to your community, and governance is a great way, especially for blockchain-based games. The next token is called Spheres, and it is used for transactions. It is the secondary token and can be traded in the in-game marketplace of the game. They also want to ensure that the token will maintain its value over time. That is why they have implemented a buy and burn mechanism in order to combat the price of the token dropping. Again, if you want to learn more about their tokenomics and whatnot, you can always check out their white paper where they go more in-depth with the tokenomics of Era Spheres. Here, they will also talk about the allocation of the tokens, which is really important to take note of. But I think what you want to know right now is that 37% of the total token supply will go to play-to-earn staking prices, which will amount to 185 million tokens. If you remembered earlier, I said that we will discuss more about the classes in the game. Classes are important, especially in team building, as each class has a role that you must fulfill. If you fail to build the proper team composition, it is easy to find a weakness in your team and everything will begin to fall apart. The first class that we will talk about is called the Warden. The Warden is basically your tank type of player. Their job is to soak up the damage for the team. They have lots of defense and even more in the HP department. If you take a close look at their spheres, which are basically their special skills, you'll see that their job is to tank the damage dealt to the party while setting their team up for success with crowd control or CC. They have great combo potential with a charge move and a taunt move. Couple that with a shield that allows them to take no damage, then you will have a great tank and set. Now, you can't be all tank in your team. You're going to need damage. And for damage, you will look at the spellcasters. They are great in dealing damage to enemies in great numbers. They have tons of abilities that you can play around with. Although their main job is to deal damage, they have abilities that can also help the team do more damage or have a little bit of sustain to keep on fighting. Lastly, we have the Prodigy, and their main role in the team is to be the support. They should be in the back line in order to help the team keep fighting. If the Prodigy dies, the whole team will struggle as they will have no sustain to keep their health bars high. They have skills to enchant the mana of the team and skills to do damage to enemies while healing teammates. A very cool combination of skills to be used. Honestly, I have always been a support player and I look forward to playing the Prodigy role. As you explore the lands, you will earn attribute points and they work a little differently in this game. Attribute points will be allocated automatically by the game for you. In order to earn them, there are different ways to do so. You can fight your way through the lands and dungeons in order to earn experience. Or you can also engage and interact with the objects and people around you. You can also farm to collect items from the lands, which is exciting, I guess. Overall, it is really exciting game and I can't wait to see what it has in store for us. But as you may have already known, that is all the time we have for this video. We really appreciate you sticking around until the end. That means you liked the video, right? If you did, go hit like on the video. While you are down there, consider subscribing. It's free and takes one click after liking. Done with that, comment down below your thoughts on the game for a chance at a shoutout giveaway in the next video. Best comment wins. Speaking of videos, we have one that talks about the important things you need to look out for when it comes to NFT projects. Go check that out to learn more. Thanks for watching, and as always, have fun cashing out!